Hello everyone, welcome to my new space. I recently cleaned off my desk and now I can shoot video here and it's working out pretty well. I have a nice piece of glass and some stickers underneath for, I don't know, my enjoyment. And then off to the side you can see my clay boxes. But this video is not to show off my new space, it is a new update. This is for the first month of 2018. And I'm pretty proud of what I have so far. So I'll show you guys decisions. Okay. Lizards first, right? So we have this little guy. Woohoo, focusing. He's the first lizard that I made of this style. And I had this skull first, and I really wanted something similar to that. Or like similar to the colors. And so he came along. And I love the texture on the back. And so the next lizard was an axolotl. I was getting creative. I'm not as big a fan as him as the other ones. Like, I like the texture on his ears, or ear flaps, or whatever, but how slimy his body looks, I guess, not a big fan. I have this mosaic looking lizard, I guess. He's holding an abalone shell, but the colors changed in the oven, and I wasn't quite sure. I didn't know it would react like that, so it looks less like it should. Like, it matched him a whole lot more than it does now. Keep migrating to that upper corner. And then the last lizard I have is a, I don't even know, red and gray. And his treasure is the metal and the ruby. I'm sure they're not actual rubies, but one would hope. Okay, so let me see here. I made a blue cane. I think that's what they're called. And I got really excited with it, but I made a whole lot more than I needed for the one project. So this was the one project. And it's an octopus holding a jar. And I guess if you look really, really close in the jar, you can see the little mollusk that he's trying to get. His arms reaching in. And the clam or mollusk is like, no, you can't get me. So I really wanted to make this guy first. And then I ended up having a whole lot more blue. So I made this jellyfish, which he's a little plump jelly. And then this octopus holding a pearl. As well as this tea set. Everything's so small. And the cups are like slightly see-through if you hold them up to the light. It's super weird. There's a plate that goes to that too, but I'm entirely sure where I put that. So in my quest, I also made this very simple strawberry. Because I was finding myself in a place where I really didn't want to sculpt because everything my ideas were very complicated, so I reduced it down to a very easy strawberry, and I got my mojo back. Now, I made him a bit later, okay, but still, he's one of my favorites of this set. This is my goblin. Not entirely sure if that's focusing with the light on his eye, but it'll be okay. So he is made with green, translucent, and glow in the dark. So he will glow in the dark if you expose him to light enough. And his eyes are pearls. With him, excuse me, with him I redid the way I did the connections. So it's more of a hip than like a wiggle like these are. Let's sit you back up. 1 second. So he's just in a little beanie. I really enjoy him. I really do. I'll probably make a few more of these. And he sits up a whole lot better than the others do. Like if you've seen my other videos, nothing ever wants to sit up. And he does a whole lot better with that, even though you can't really see it. Oh, no. And I was praising you for sitting up so well. Okay, we'll lay him down. We tried. He does sit up a lot better, but he's not going to show off today. Okay, so, ooh, that was loud. So, I am making a board game, as those who follow my Instagram know. And, well, if you follow my Instagram, you already know what I'm talking about. Excuse me again. But now, I'm going to show you the cat ponds in detail. So, this is the first, sneak peeks. This is the first cat pond. Maybe I shouldn't have picked those up so soon. This is New World Order cat. He has a nuclear reactor in his back, which is actually a Christmas light bulb, but we don't need to tell him that. Alright, so the top here and this here is so they can hold their power-ups. Just lay him down. You can't see him anyway. That's okay. The second cat was a catfish. Or a mercat. She's called catfish in the game, though. The third that I have is Skelecat, or cat that has lost its lives. All of the cats have really complicated names, and then they have the simplified versions. And she glows in the dark too. And then the fourth cat I have is for, this is most definitely a cat. This is just the normal cat. Which is pretty complicated looking for a normal cat, but I like how interesting she is. So those are the 4 I have for now. Eventually there will be 12 cats and 1 Cerberus. He's going to be the bad guy in the game. I'll explain more later. There'll be a whole thing detailing it. So this is it for today's, or well, this last month's set. And coming up in February, I'm going to be doing a bunch of remakes. Because I've changed my style and everything is new and different. And so I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of what I have, right? So I'm first going to be remaking this Toothless. And I mean, I really like his design, don't get me wrong. It's like, it's probably my favorite thing that I've made from my old sets, I guess. But his wings have broken off, and his foot where I had the connection is broken, and then I think at one point his head fell off. So there was no like really good connection, and everything's all sticking out. So I'm going to be remaking him. And then I'm going to be remaking this cat. It's Cat's Pajamas. This is another one that I really liked, but you can see the color's kind of weird and it's dirty. The bell has fallen off. His nose has fallen off. The eyes are really weird. The ears are really weird. Nothing's really connected very well. And you can really see the connection in his tail. Like it's totally separated from his body, and it's just not one of my favorite things. I mean, no, the cat's my favorite thing, but how I did him was not so much. And then the last thing I'm going to be remaking is this grape dragon from Puzzles and Dragons. This is the baby version of him. And he doesn't look anything like this. I was really into Puzzles and Dragons at one point, and I was like desperate to make things even though I was way past my skill level. So these are actually supposed to be his arms. They're supposed to be way up here, and he has yellow eyes and he has black on his belly, and yeah, I'm just gonna make it better. So those are the three that I have set for the remake. I'll probably do some more, and then I'll include them in the remake video. But for now, I hope you guys like this. Why don't you leave a comment and subscribe? Leave a comment of what, what's your favorite? What do you want to see more of, and what do you maybe want to see a tutorial on? Because I have a new setup, and I can do tutorials now. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon.